Have you ever heard of family disputes arising from estate settlement?
Did you know that these disputes can be avoided with proper planning and communication?
Welcome to Legal Guide Philippines, where we simplify the law to help you make better choices. I'm Attorney Ramirez, and I'm with my partner,
Attorney 𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐲𝐿. And today, we're talking about how heirs can avoid disputes during the estate settlement of their parents' assets. Attorney Ramon, ito yung mga situation wherein namatay na yung magulang.
Yes.
And
okay.
there's a possibility na baka nagkakagulo yung mga anak.
It happens a lot more than you think.
Yes.
No? Parang akala natin normal lang na, okay tayo after. But time and time again, palagi nating nakikita na minsan, hindi minsan, may mga dispute arising from ano.
And that's why we thought of making this video so that we could give you tips on how to avoid precisely that.
Yan. So ano ang first tip natin? Ang first tip namin is it's very important to communicate with your family.
Mag-usap.
Yes,
Yan.
mag-usap-usap sila, no? So one of the most important things you can do in this situation with your family is to communicate, no? About what? About number one, what are your parents' assets, no?
Baka may alam pala si kuya na may lupa si daddy na hindi alam ng iba.
Kailangan mag-meeting, no? Kailangan pag-meetingan natin ano ba yung assets na pinag-uusapan ng ating mga magulang na yumao na, no? So,
and in relation to those assets, ano ba yung gusto ng magulang?
Yes. O baka assuming walang iniwan na will or whatever, mapag-usapan natin ano ba yung mga intention ng magulang. Okay? Also, in line with ano yung intention ng magulang, of course, hindi naman ibig sabihin kung ito yung in-intention, ito yung legal. No? But at least, napag-usapan ninyo kung ano yung intention.
And everybody's starting from the same page.
Yes.
Kasi baka yung isang kapatid pumayag na ganito, hindi niya alam, hindi pala na-take into account na may isa pa palang property, di ba?
Right.
Kung sakaling alam niya yun, hindi siya papayag, di ba? So everybody's on the same page.
Yes. So that's why you need to communicate. And the communication can help avoid any misunderstandings and, of course, ensure that everyone is on the same page, as you said, Attorney Erwin. So that is our first tip, no? Communicate. Our second tip naman, and this is also very important, is to get professional help. Yan. So estate settlement, as you know, or maybe you've heard, maybe you've seen our videos, estate settlement can be a complex process. So very, very komplikado po ang pag-settle ng estate. No? In fact, even yung kahit yung mga estate na isa lang yung bahay na pinag-uusapan, minsan may mga complications pa nangyayari. No? So since it's complicated, it's always a good idea to seek professional help from a professional, no? Usually, who helps with estate settlements, usually it's lawyers, or sometimes, to a certain extent, financial planners, and sometimes even accountants.
Yes.
So, iba-iba, no? There are professionals out there who can help you in maneuvering the estate settlement process. No? Pwede kayong tulungan ng isang professional. They can guide you through the process and ensure that everything is done according to law.
Attorney Ramon, may mga minsan nagsasabi, kailangan ko ba talaga yung mga professionals? Pwede bang i-DIY ko na lang yan?
Yeah, so iba-iba yung sagot, no? But for us, personally, how we would do it is you can definitely DIY it, no? But at the very least, you get professional help in terms of planning how you're going to attack yung process or yung procedure, no? So get advice on how to do that, and if you want to do it, DIY it, then go ahead. Pero at least get professional help to help you plan your strategy in your process.
To be clear nga pala, when we say DIY, that's do it yourself. Nagsasarili.
Yeah, pwede nyo sarili yan kung gusto nyo. Baka mahirapan lang kayo, lalo na if you're employed, may trabaho kayo, yung magli-leave kayo to do this and to do that, no? Minsan kasi hindi yung one time, big time, magagawa nyo lahat, no? In one leave. Minsan pabalik-balik kayo. So
don't be afraid to ask for help
if needed. Yeah, no? And if you want to do it yourself and experience everything, that's also fine. Okay, that's our second tip. Our third tip is be fair and impartial. Ano mo ibig sabihin niyan, Attorney Erwin?
Maging patas ka.
Maging patas, yan. So, when it comes to distributing your parents' assets or your lolo or lola, whoever, it's important to be fair and impartial. Huwag tayong sakim, guys. Huwag tayong masyadong emotional, no? We need to we need to take everyone into consideration and be as fair as possible. Lalo na if we're dealing with siblings or minsan even yung mga pinsan or yung mga kamag-anak. No? Let's be fair and impartial. This means, what does this mean? To a certain extent, let's divide assets ideally equally
Ideally.
equally among our heirs, di ba? As long as the law says na dapat equal. Yeah. And according, of course, taking into consideration even yung wishes sana nung yumao.
Kasi sometimes yung wishes doesn't mean na equal.
Yes.
Pero
So,
may intended purpose kasi yun.
yeah.
Diba?
Oo. So it's important no, so that we can avoid conflicts of interest or even favoritism. Okay?
Correct.
So hopefully you learned a lot from our discussion today. If you want to learn more, please enroll in our estate settlement workshop. No, it's a workshop. It's an online workshop. It's not a book. Okay, so please enroll in that. The link is in the description. Don't forget to like and follow us for more legal tips and advice.